Hi, everybody. All right, so with Trump's manager going to jail for battery and all of the shenanigans going on involving everything, the ADLF, the American Democracy Legal Fund, has filed criminal charges against candidate Donald Trump. And this has to go with him supposedly promising the contribution or the VP position to Ben Carson of Detroit. This was put out by the ADLF March 15, 2016 for unlawful promise of administrative approval or administration appointment. And basically it says that the American Democracy Legal Fund, ADLF, is a group established to hold candidates for office accountable for possible ethics and or legal violations. And it's recently come to light that Mr. Donald Trump may have willfully offered Dr. Ben Carson an appointment to his administration should he become President of the United States. And this is in violation of 18 USC 599. ADLF respectfully requires that you investigate this matter and take all appropriate actions as soon as possible, ladies and gentlemen. This is what this says. This is really just getting down to the wire, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm bringing you this via Occupied Democrats as well. Pursuant to 18 USC 599, whoever being a candidate directly or indirectly promises or pledges the appointment or the use of his influence or support for the appointment of any person to any public or private position or employment for the purpose of procuring support in his candidacy shall be fined under the title imprisoned not more than 1 year or both. If the violation was willful, shall be fined under this title or imprisoned not more than 2 years or both. So, ladies and gentlemen, he has a giant situation on his hands. This is the American Democracy Legal Fund, the person and group who oversees all the legal functions of the candidates, and the ADLF is established to hold candidates for office accountable for possible ethics and or legal violations. And they have found that by offering Dr. Ben Carson, or willfully or believed to be willfully offered Dr. Ben Carson an appointment to his administration, that he has in fact at least allegedly violated 18 USC 599. And the American Democracy Legal Fund has brought it to the attention of those in power of this violation. And they have asked for it to be investigated. Now, that investigation could show up that nothing has actually happened. Ben Carson could say, you know, we were talking about it beforehand. It was not just something that willfully happened. I was not given this idea out of the blue. And there could be 100 different acts where Donald Trump is, in fact, you know, waved off to where the investigation does not actually occur. I'm most certain that when it came to precedent of television, I'm certain both Ben and Donald sat down and said, you know, this is going to go to the papers, this is going to go to TV. Are you sure you want this endorsement? Are you sure you want this done? And I'm certain somebody sat them down and said, hey, guys, by the way, 18,599 here, this is going to come up. And I'm certain somebody already has a nice plan package for these guys, which says something along the lines of, due to the situation thereof, it's nice to have a nice group of candidates who are willing participants, and I did not offer it without proper authority, knowing, X, Y, Z, and it was well within the means of my context, and it was not willingly. It was not just willingly sought after, and I'm certain the legal form has already been on paper 10,000 times as to how to legally go about dismantling this, this misconduct is what it actually will become. It'll become a negligence or a statement of negligence, and I highly doubt the ADLF will ever get the investigation they actually want. But we will see, folks.